What up, beautiful people? It's your boy, Nate Jackson. This is another episode of OpinioNated with me, Nate Jackson. And so I'm going to start it off with my dates, man, so you guys know where you can catch me. You don't have to be in the comments asking where I'm going to be. You can listen right now and pull up on your boy. August 29th through the 31st is Tulsa, Oklahoma at the Bricktown Comedy Club. September 1st, which is the Sunday of Labor Day weekend that's coming up, we are in Los Angeles, California at the YouTube Theater. It is the It's a Black Comedy Festival comedy show. It's myself, Deion Cole, Corey Holcomb, Henry Coleman, Dominique, and Ryan Davis. That's going to be a movie. September 5th, Thursday, September 5th. Thursday, okay, I don't normally do Thursdays, but Thursday, September 5th is going to be Spokane, Washington. And then Friday, September 6th, Boise, Idaho at the Morrison Center. Saturday, September 7th at the Capitol Theatre in Salt Lake City. And then Bend, Oregon at the Tower Theater, September 8th. And then the following weekend, we kick it off in New York at Poughkeepsie, New York, Bardavon 1869 Opera House on September 13th. Then the following week after that, Grand Rapids, Michigan on September 20th at the Devos Performance Hall. And then on the 21st, I'm at the Agora in Cleveland, Ohio. I'll wrap up September here. The Tropicana, Atlantic City at Atlantic City, New Jersey. I'm doing September 27th. That's a Friday. On the 28th, the last Saturday in September, I'm at Meymandi Concert Hall in Raleigh, North Carolina. For more dates, go to natejacksoncomedy.com. This is the Super Funny World Tour, and it's going down. Get a ticket, come to the show, do the meet and greet, buy some merch. My dad is getting better from his stroke. He called me today, literally talking shit. So it was funny. It was lighthearted. It required patience, but it didn't require anywhere near as much patience as understanding what he was trying to say 4 days ago when he had to use a mechanism to write called a boogie board. He is now just dialing my number and calling and letting me know he loves me and he's proud of me, and it's warm. It's a very warm experience to see that he is doing speech therapy and it's taking this well. And he set a goal for himself to be back talking within a month, and it looks like he is going to actually hit his goal. So certain sounds phonetically are difficult for him to say, just like somebody who speaks English as a second language would struggle with certain sounds. Double T's in the middle of words, words that end in LE, words with silent letters, words that are 3 and 4 syllables are a challenge. But he can cuss, and he can crack jokes, and he hasn't lost any cognitive awareness. So we're just dealing with aphasia and what happens after people have a stroke, with a little bit of mental cloudiness and his ability to put what he's thinking into words. But he's watching the DNC while he's reading the newspaper, while he's cracking jokes, and he's fully aware of his surroundings, and he's checking on my whereabouts and giving me well wishes, and he says he's keeping me prayed up. My sister is out here from Raleigh. She's working extremely diligently to help him with speech therapy. There's a lack of speech therapists in the area. Just in trying to set an appointment for him, they're like, we can see him in the middle of October. I'm like, what? So the entire month of September, there's no availability for a speech pathologist? So if you're a college student and you're looking for a major that's in high demand, that's going to pay well, check out speech pathology. Plenty of work out there between children with lisps and people with brain damage and strokes and things. There's plenty of work and ways for you to get paid. Get into that. I don't smoke anymore. That's why I have the hiccups right now, because this little cigarette gum is spicy as hell. I have officially started my weight loss journey. I signed up with this company out of the UK that has like coaches and tracking and meal plans and workout plans and demands 10,000 steps a day. And they have thousands of pictures where people, all you have to do is listen to what they're saying, and people are going from whatever shape they're in to having 6 packs for the first time in their life. So buckle up, as your boy's about to become a sex symbol. I started yesterday and got on the scale today, and I already weighed less than yesterday. So at this rate, I'm about to be sexy as fuck. So you better hide your mom. That's all I know. In the news, CeeDee Lamb got the second highest paid wide receiver contract, I think, in the history of the NFL. Congratulations to CeeDee Lamb. I would love to have a bunch of comments on it, but when somebody makes that kind of money, it is out of my pay bracket or pay grade for me to even comment on. Congratulations to you and your agent. Y'all did the damn thing. Deion and the old white dude?
Yeah, where he banned him from asking questions at his press conference.
Yeah, sure. More power to Deion. You know, I watch decisions get made and how the actions come out, and then you're forced to have to go and look at it a little closer, like what is going on with that and why. And I looked into it a little bit closer, and I'm like, man, they've been going at Deion and his kids and his move and his family and what's happening in Colorado, and they're going at it in a way that it just shows a lack of respect for what they're doing and the effort and time and money and everything that they're doing in that area. They've created just its own microcosm of greatness. I saw Deion worked with a local credit union to start bank accounts for the players that had children. So he sat 6 of his players down, and they all got savings accounts. I think they were starting with about $2,000 a pop just to get them started, and that's a massive move. That's great foresight for him to say, you know, long after these games are over, long after you're still athletic and you can do all that stuff, your kids still need a future. So let's start planning for it. And a lot of times people overlook that. People don't think that these student athletes have kids, but they do. That they have families, but they do. That they have responsibilities, but they do. And so Deion's saying, let's be real about when life get to life, and let's prepare you for that as well, because everybody ain't gonna make it. You know what I mean? There's only so many spots in the league. And so, and it's not guaranteed or promised for anybody. So let's account for it while we got some NIL money, or while we have some money, or while we have enough energy around our football team that we can get a local credit union to just give some money. Let's give it to the kids of my guys. And I think that's a really awesome gesture. And so I don't know why a reporter would even take the angle of Deion ain't shit or Colorado ain't shit, or like I don't understand that when they haven't played a snap. And then when they did play, they were decent, and you could see where they needed to fix, heal, repair, recruit, and they've done so. Even in coaching staff, they got Hall of Famers running around in the locker room. That is infectious. So I'm excited to see what Colorado does. It's interesting to see their culture change, and I want to see what happens. So, you know, more power to Deion, man. He can't do no wrong in my book. Yeah, man, we had some dope moments in these last shows. We did Knoxville, Tennessee. We did Huntsville, Alabama, and Chattanooga, Tennessee. So it was Knoxville, Chattanooga, and then Huntsville, Alabama. And while these were smaller venues than what we had been accustomed to, it was fun. It was fun to come in and do those shows. Like, the energy was there, you know. It was therapeutic in a sense for me because, you know, I had just found out my dad had the stroke, and so I got to go out and do my thing and just kind of, you know, do my craft that I think God put me on earth here to do, and take my mind off of that stuff. I can't front. There's a big part of my bandwidth that is, like, very concerned about my dad's rehabilitation. And so it was fun to just, you know, get out and laugh and just be out on the road with the squad and knock things out. And that we did. Everybody had great sets. The people were lovely. Knoxville, they need to do something about their floor plan and where merch is at. But we had a ball in Huntsville, and it was fun. Good people out there in the Midwest. We also did that. Those 3 cities are almost in triangular form around Nashville. So we did, you know, I don't know, 3,500, I think, total. I would say somewhere between 2,500 and 3,500 total people over those 3 shows, at the same time that Matt Rife was in Nashville doing 21,000. I can't pull 21,000 yet, humbly. That's fine with me. But we still ate all around there and had us a good time. So there's enough out here for everybody. More power to Matt. I want to see him keep on rolling. I want to keep rolling. I'm ready for the next chapter of growth and increase around here. I'm excited about this podcast and actually using the studio for what in the hell we built it for. It was getting dusty, guys. Well, no longer. It was getting dusty. And so there's going to be different stuff where I'm just getting shit off my chest and stuff I'm opinionated about. But I also want you guys to ask questions. So if you got a question in the comments, or if you have something that you want to see, you got something you want to ask of me or get my opinion on, or maybe your girl ain't shit and you need some help, holler at me. I can offer my assistance and my logic and see if I can help you find some clarity. So there's that.
I seen one question or comment from somebody in the YouTube episode where they asking, people are so concerned on why you speak so like you're sounding out your vowels.
I saw that.
Yeah, I was like, what is going on?
I'm like, why does he talk so clear? What the fuck? You want me to get on? So you look at a black man and you expect me to phonetically not be able to say consonants and vowels together? Maybe I'm being from the Pacific Northwest. I don't know if I'd call it well-spoken, but this is how we talk. We speak well. I'm intelligent. I don't know if you looked at me and thought, look at this big dumbass nigga, but that is not what you're going to get. You're going to get somebody that knows something, that knows how to say something, that knows a plethora of 30-point words. You know what I'm saying? Plethora. How many people you know saying plethora? Trust me, we were just in Shreveport, Louisiana. I damn near needed a translator, man, with my own people. So, and I'm not knocking that because black is beautiful no matter how it sounds, whether it's full-on English, whether it's Ebonics, it's all beautiful. But you're not going to look at me and just assume that I'm going to be like, fuck y'all talking about, man, let's get into the thing, you know what I'm saying? Let's talk about it, you feel me? Like, what? We're going to have a conversation. Me and Gary Owen, we got traction online. So now we are going to do a show called Gary and Nate. It's going to be, it'll be weekly. We're going to start recording the first Monday in October, and we're going to connect once a month and put out 4 episodes a month of Gary and Nate. So you can look forward to seeing that as a different IP coming out of here. So if you were excited about the stories that he shared or the stories that I shared, then you can look forward to seeing a little bit more Gary. We were trying to figure out what to call it. We had Salt and Pepper. We had Push It. We had Partners in Crime. We had, the white guy in the shadow. We had all kind of names that play on black and white. And I said, let's just call it our names. It's Gary and Nate. They're both 4 letters. I'm sure somebody can graphic that up. Matter of fact, if you do graphics, shoot me what you think our logo should look like for the Gary and Nate show. Okay? Also, if you have interest in sponsoring a podcast and having your business name said a lot, this episode is presented by Enter Your Brand Here. Let me know. I'm with that. I'm bringing my clothing line back. It's called Roses. And it's not what it was called before, but that's what it's called now. So I'm rounding third base on what the logo design actually looks like. And I went to Vegas for the Magic, the largest fashion convention in the Western Hemisphere. And I got plugged in with all the sourcing from, I'm working with the Chinese. I'm working with the Pakistanis to get what I want so that there can be a clothing line for bigger people. We're doing size XL through 4X. Ain't no more going to the mall and you can't find your size. I'm calling all big dudes. We don't got a Torrid. We don't got and DXL, they got big clothes, but they don't got nothing fly. Unless you want to wear a shitload of polos. So I'm putting my hat in the ring and saying, let's dress to impress, let's get fly. You want some streetwear that you can represent that's going up to 4X for the big dudes that want to be fresh and fly. Rock with your boy. So you can look forward to that. Roses. So ladies, for his birthday, for holidays, you ain't the only one that wants flowers. Give your man his roses and buy him a half dozen shirts. Let's do it.
So when you lose all that weight, you still gonna be holding it down for the big dudes on the fashion department?
Yeah, man, because I've been fat for hella long. So I want to make sure that the big dudes got something to wear. And I don't see myself going below a XL. You know how big my head will be? So I'm trying to get down to just be 2X, so I can walk in the mall and shop anywhere. And then I tell you right now, the day I can walk in the mall and buy anything that fits me, shit, y'all gonna be like, that boy Nate know how to dress. Yes, sir. But for now, it's big-ass jerseys and fitted hats. That's what we're doing.
What did you think about at the Huntsville, Alabama show? The guy who stood up, I think his name might have been Anthony too. The one with the 3 braids in the back of his head.
No. His name was Nick.
Nick?
I cut that clip today. And that's probably the most, that might be the interaction of the year. So
really?
I think so, because that's on the schedule to drop tomorrow. Okay. But yeah, that was a pretty crazy moment.
That was so funny.
Just cut out the part where I roast tequila in it. So.
And don't ever,
first of all,
wake me up that early.
Don't act like that's what was the offensive thing.
It was.
I'll say this, like in the moment, like this, I'm like, is there any single dudes? And this guy stands up and he looks like a regular, well-to-do brother. You know what I'm saying? From behind him, I see Kenesha and Keela being like, ow, like wanting some of that. What's up with him now? I'm like, hold on, my own staff is trying to take my guy down. Now here's the thing, I'm matchmaking people for love. We leave in town. We are not eligible. Okay. So just because you see somebody that look attractive, you sit your ass right there and be hot and bothered. But that's as far as it's gonna get. You know what I'm saying? But my dumb ass in the moment was like, Keela got on a wig. What you think? Huh? Stay standing up, man. Oh, somebody else want him. Look. My fast ass assistant. Oh, wait a minute. He can travel with us. Ow. That's a wig. Calm down. Which is hilarious, and it got a big laugh, but I couldn't sleep on knowing that, like, I aired out her little hair situation.
First of all, that's not my hair situation.
Yeah, your ass bald. So
you see? That's worse.
Just feel like apologies should be made at the same level or bigger than the infraction. I don't like for somebody to do some fucked up shit to me and then apologize in a whisper. No, you need to yell it the same way you yelled the fuck up. So I'm apologizing for, in the moment, roasting Keela as a reaction to her reacting to the guy, Aaron, what was his name?
Nick.
At the end of the day, we found out, the whole crowd saw that he had a triple rat tail on the back of his head, and immediately made him ineligible for every woman under the roof. But it took a closer look. I had already roasted Keela by then. So I came to Keela's hotel room when I was headed out to there. It was 5:40 in the morning or something like that. And I was like, come here. I apologize. I shouldn't have roasted you in that moment like that. And she was like, that shit was hella funny though. It's like, whatever.
You literally just called me bald.
I didn't call you bald in front of everybody.
Just now.
On the podcast.
You literally just called me bald.
But that ain't the same.
It is the same.
It's just us right now. Shut your bald ass up. So there's a difference though. There's a difference in that and then that moment where like whole crowd is like, oh shit, he getting anybody. You know what I'm saying? It's one thing if I make like a funny little joke about Sue Ross' fingers or some shit. That's one thing. But like, I didn't want to come for your womanhood in front of everybody and belittle you. And it felt like that after the fact. When I thought about it, I was like, yeah, that was fucked up. So I apologize. Like, it's fuck up, you know what I'm saying? And, I think recognizing that, thinking about that, assessing that myself is part of what makes me me. And so I wanted to apologize for that. And I hope you accept my apology. Outstanding. And so... yeah, I can't promise you I'm not going to say shut your bald ass up in the future, but it won't be like that. It won't be in direct response to you saying, oh, I like that guy. Like, everybody's like, oh, okay.
First of all, like is a strong word.
You thought he was attractive, and that's fine.
I thought he had nice teeth. Let's not go there.
I'm saying, whatever made you go, ow, right? And the whole crowd to see you going, ow, like, oh, okay. Nate's going to hook her up with him. And for me to be like, shit.
I was reading... Since we talking about you clowning Keela on stage, I'm just reading comments. Did you see the one from the girl?
The Binya?
Yeah. Because you were talking about the type of women that.
Oh yeah.
How much you read? Did you ask Nate if he's seen this comment?
How you talking about women that look like Binya when you look similar?
Yeah. Yeah, I get that all the time. There's somebody on the video where I'm talking about the fat dude, and they're like, how he gonna call somebody fat? If you watch the video, I'm like, let me shut my fat ass up. So, I'm aware of what I look like, y'all. I'm roasting from this body, and anybody can get it. I don't give a damn if it's a pot calling a kettle black. It is what it is. Did we laugh? Was it funny? Was it at the expense of someone that paid to be at the expense of some jokes? It is what it is. I'm apologizing to Keela because Keela wasn't in the roast zone. She didn't sign up to get her ass cooked, and she got cooked on some shrapnel shit. So that's what I'm apologizing for.
It was a legit torpedo.
I'm okay with being an asshole. I'm not okay with being a piece of shit. And that's where I draw the line. Okay?
All
All right.
We gonna see.
Ashy ass leg.
See, he was looking for something to say.
I don't have to look. It's right there shining silver.
It's a reflection of you.
You've been hooping underwater.
From a young comedian's standpoint and what I've seen you do these last 2 years, your club tour, and then you go to the theater tour, and you've been doing it for 20 years. So I would assume that somebody who's been doing it as long as you have, you've learned, like, I don't know, I don't want to say everything you could possibly learn, but with these past 2 years of you doing your club tour and your theater tour, is there something that you've learned in these past 2 years that you didn't know 2 years prior?
Hella. See, I learned a lot of stuff on the theater level of promotions and working with promotion companies. And at a certain level, you are going to work with 3 different companies. That decision is made by one different person at each place. So as you climb the ladder rung, it's less and less people that you're going to be working with, and you really don't have a bunch of choices because you need to work with somebody who has a track record, that has the canvas ability to market you and promote you. And there's only 3 or 4 people in America who can take a talent who's ready to reach a level like that and flip the switch for them. Comedy clubs are similar, different set of people. You know what I'm saying? Different gatekeepers. Every level has some gatekeepers to it. What I would suggest for younger talent is figure out ways to get to a bag or some money or some notoriety or a brand or some intellectual property that you own that is not gate-kept by someone else. That's what I would recommend. So the first thing and the most easiest thing people have access to is your own cell phone. You need to have footage of yourself. You need to post that footage often and in a lot of places, and then use that traction to monetize it. People want to see you. It's not free to see you, so get paid. You know what I'm saying? That's the fastest way I could put it. You know what I'm saying? This is a very interesting. What we're doing right now has not happened before in comedy other than maybe 5 or 6 times. And what I'm referring to is somebody making a needle jump so strong that they're a star in less than a year. And it's not because somebody else handed them the baton. It's not because somebody else said, hey, come be a part of my thing. There is no, I'm the big dog. You know what I'm saying? I write every check. I send every, you know what I'm saying? It's not like I signed up to work with All Things Comedy and Bill Burr's company, or I signed up to work with Heartbeat, and this is all a derivative Kevin Hart stuff, or the Chappelle team, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is me, my own 2 feet, my own team, my own, and there's power in that. It takes patience because that's the long way. Obviously, somebody could hand you a blessing, and then you fast forward from wherever level you're at to the next level with exposure. But I would rather be the blessing giver than the blessing needer. Yes, I'm down to receive a blessing, but from God, not necessarily from the next man. You know what I'm saying? And that could be perceived several ways. But what I'm trying to say is, you want to be responsible for and generate on your own. You want to be the job creator, not the person that is asking for the job all the time. Figure out how to do that. And you can do that on a massive level. You can do that on a small level. You could do that by running your own room. You could do that by controlling your own content. You pick a pace that you can keep up with, and you do that. So that's my advice. R. Kelly in jail singing his ass off. 50 Cent just posted it. He said, damn, man, that boy can sing. What y'all think Puffy gonna be in there doing? R. Kelly in the cell block. Yeah, man. A lot of people got kids off that song.
How do you think his time is going? Like, is he running it, or is he being like, you think they punking R. Kelly in there? Like is he being forced to sing, or he's just like, hey man, I'm gonna show y'all some love, bless y'all with a oldie?
You think he's singing that because somebody said he need to sing, or they're gonna poke him to death?
I don't know. That's what I'm asking. Like, what
you think that he's in there?
Nah, I mean, I could see a scenario where R. Kelly's in there running that bitch.
So you think R. Kelly went in there, put on 100 pounds of muscle, and he's singing that to his cellmate?
I don't know.
He's like, hey, yo, Bunky, my mind's telling me no, but my body, I'm like, guard, but my body, guard. That's a sketch for your ass. The person trying to get out of jail, you just hear R. Kelly singing in the back.
Yeah. Yeah, that would be funny if they wanted to check on. Hey, let's check on R. Kelly, how he's been doing and how he's. But I think he's in there running the shit, like he's top dog.
I don't know. R. Kelly from Chicago, man. That ain't a city with pushovers in it, man. I could name a bunch of people from Chicago, back to back to back, and everybody's solid. So, yeah, I don't think he's in there getting punked. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I can see too him being protected too. Like, why, we ain't gonna let.
What I want to know is if Tory Lanez could drop a whole album from jail, he done figured out the technology to make the jail phone sound like a studio. What we got to do to drop a mic in there for R. Kelly?
Nobody wants to hear
Who? Yeah, R. Kelly. First of all, what he do if he's guilty. So. If it's true that what he's guilty of is really happened,
delete all this.
No, this is real. He needs to serve his time. If what he's in there for, he did it, he needs to serve his time. But put him in there with a setup. Just give him give him a Yeti mic. Shit. We can put them, whatever he records in there, we can send out to some producers on this side. Because let me tell you what I do know. Love music has gone to shit without R. Kelly helping to produce it. When the last time you had a love ballad? Name it.
I can't.
You can't.
I can, but I can't name it on air.
Why? You can't name a song?
I can't name who I'm listening to.
You can say the artist?
No, I can't.
You can't say the artist's name?
No.
Why?
Because you shouldn't be saying R. Kelly. Just
No,
like I'm not about
R.
to say.
Kelly is the artist because the separation is Robert did those horrible crimes. R. Kelly made that beautiful music. R. Kelly is Robert is where he belongs.
Okay? R. Kelly's in our hearts. Robert's in jail.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I'm telling you, without him out here in these streets, without his music contribution to society, we've been hurting on R&B. Okay? Now, who is consistently dropping R&B music that we're like, we still good? Because I'd be like, Alexa, play Jodeci.
Listen.
And how many people are going to Alexa play? We don't have that artist right now, or artists, or a group, or a band, or a boy group, a man group, whatever, where we just got album after album of 13 and 15 track songs where it's all bangers. We're still bumping Pretty Ricky. Meanwhile, R. Kelly was writing Beyonce songs. Music needed R. Kelly. That's why it's rough to, it's hard to hear him singing that damn good. And he's up under the jail. Give him a speaker. Just give him a microphone and let him make a song. And the proceeds from the album go to the families that were hurt from what he's in trouble for.
I like that, actually.
Growling over there.
Just saying.
No comment.
If an artist is in jail and they are the most wonderful painter that we've ever had in our time, they also stabbed a nigga in the head. When he's in jail, let him paint. But the family of the stabby, right? Not the stabber, the stabby, all their kids and grandkids, their offspring, they should benefit from the sales of that art. They get to go to college of their desire. They get the medical coverage and everything that they need. Their life is easier. They are no longer set back or dealing with the harder parts of life because their loved one was stabbed by this person. So if they're talented and they're talented can generate revenue.
So you're gonna make them a super slave.
That's what prison is. You're gonna make somebody with the most gifted hands ever. Listen, the most gifted hands in painting ever is in jail, and they got him making hubcaps. No, get him an easel and let him paint, and you sell those paintings. And who wouldn't want a Bob Ross live from jail?
Bob Ross, what he?
No, I'm just saying you want the Banksy art. If you know Banksy's locked up, people buying Banksy's out here.
So now we're sensationalizing criminals.
We're not sensationalizing. We're taking
because people have to buy them and put them up in their homes.
We're taking the art that they can produce. We take the art that they can produce and we use it for good. If a world famous glassblower, Del Chihuly, rest in peace, if he went to jail, I'd have him in there fucking making glass. Does he get to keep it? Does he get to keep the art? No. Does he get to keep the money from it? No. Does he get to keep any positive thing that comes from it? No. We get it. We sell it. It's tax-free dollars that go to building institutions and bringing books and paying for HBCU educations. Why not?
No.
I think our society is desperate for more hope anthems that R. Kelly used to provide. 6th grade, elementary graduation. I watch it. It's I am a mountain, eagle. Classic. I'm just saying we need more hope
Y'all were
anthems.
inspired.
I believe I can fly.
Okay, now.
I believe I can touch the sky.
How about you just redo everything?
Think about it every night and day.
Can you just redo all of that? You can sing.
I do want to do more music. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I don't have a studio for that, though. I need an engineer that I can rock with. I was rocking with my boy Yoji Roby. He is thorough. Essentially, I just need to, I need beats, then I can write to them, then I can record the idea, like write the songs, and then when I have 4 or 5 songs that are from beginning to end, the premise is there, I go get into the studio, and then in like a week, I can knock out everything, the real version of it, and then we have an LP ready to go. Like, I know exactly how I would do it. What do you mean?
What genre?
It'd be R&B.
Yeah.
We think I'm gonna be whiskey, won't you go away? No, I have no interest in being a country crossover. I'm gonna be. We need baby making music. We ain't got it right now. We got I ain't got no nigga and no nigga got me. Like right now, what we're bumping to right now is affecting the next generation. They ain't even procreating. You're gonna look up and we don't got
because of the rap music.
Well, what is it because of? How many babies are gonna be made off Jodeci? We need some new music. They ain't singing no more. Jagged Edge gone.
Because men aren't obsessing over women anymore.
Because there's no more.
There's
R&B,
no music
there's
to
no
guide your
music.
brain to think that. When I came up, we used to sit, me and my homeboy Travis, lay it on the floor in front of a speakerphone, and we sang Soul for Real into the phone to 2 girls on the other end of the phone, 1 girl like him and 1 girl like me, and we was like, round and round I go. We don't got that no more. Nope. What can you sing? You want to obsess over women? We need the songs that obsess over women.
Yeah, I remember freshman year, we would spit game to girls with, I want to know your name, man. I want to know if you got a man. All of that, but it was
That's
off
Mario.
That was a banger. I mean,
they're all still alive, but where are the songs? What does Mario do? I just heard him do a drop on Sirius Satellite. I was like, nigga, when is your next song? Make some music, man.
Would you put humor on it, though, on your stuff?
Nah, music gonna be music. If it was an interlude, maybe, but I want the song to be standalone and serious. I want people to be like, oh, okay. Well, the way DC Young Fly has music and it's legit and it's real and it sounds good. Like he got a song with Damani, T.I.'s son.
I know that. He's good.
Slapper.
Yeah, he's good.
They got a song together that's on the radio right now in rotation and it's a banger. And DC's singing his ass off. You know what I'm saying?
See, I was thinking Lil Duval, his little smile.
Lil Duval, Smile Bitch was #1 for a long time. You know what I'm saying? So, no, it's definitely shit. I already have a song with Too Short and Zero, the Cookie Monster remix. There's people that have found it. Somebody came up to me at Meet and Greet and was like, we've been bumping your Cookie Monster song. I was like, shut up. You know what I'm saying? He was like, I want the cookie. I was like, come on, give me that little shirt. I'll sign it real quick, my man. He was like, nah, man, you doing your thing. He said, you should do some more music. I was like, I've been thinking about that. And I have. You know what I'm saying?
And it's in iTunes and Spotify and
Cookie
all that?
Monster?
Yeah.
The Cookie Monster remix by Nate Jackson. You can type in anywhere you get your music, and it is everywhere.
We'll put a link to it in the description.
Go for it. It's a slower song, and it really is. The song is about coochie, but I didn't want to say coochie or pussy that many times in the song, so I changed it to cookie. You know what I'm saying? Which I think is fine. But as a fat dude, if you know it's me singing, you're like, he really wants a cookie. Right? Shout out to Crumble Cookies. Like, what are we doing? I'm the perfect sponsor. I got songs about eating cookies.
They better hurry up.
Yeah, or we gonna be working with Chips Ahoy up this bitch. So, yeah. With that said, this episode is brought to you by DraftKings. By week 2 of the NFL, you need to be having your bets in. DraftKings.com. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm serious.
About what?
DraftKings.
This is sponsored by DraftKings.
It is now.
No, it is.
I'm serious.
Okay.
Okay.
I like that.
Shit, you're not gonna block my blessings because you don't believe in it.
No, I believe in it. What I'm saying that you bleep it out.
Why?
So that they can know. Because your platform, your voice is important. This is free advertising. You already there. Bleep it so that then.
What I just said was not free.
It.
What I just said was real.
Okay.
Okay.
Let me.
Yeah. See, now we gotta bleep this out.
Right. We gotta bleep this whole thing out.
She's like, why ain't he draft queens? Shut your ass up, bald ass.
See, I'm trying to make sure you get the big bucks.
Other thing I saw, Craig Mack died of AIDS. Craig Mack did not die of congestive heart failure. I just saw that in an article. They said that due to religious reasons, his family wanted to respect his wishes, and they didn't want to say that he passed away from HIV/AIDS complications, and they called it congestive heart failure. But in reality, he died from HIV/AIDS-related things, and he refused treatment because he believed God would get him through it. I believe that if there's a treatment for some ailment or something that you have, that like you're blocking your blessing, expecting like God already has made this cure or this solution or this thing through people in science for you to have a treatment. To just be like, I'm gonna let God do it is not gonna heal you. If you got gout and there's gout medicine, take the gout medicine. Don't be like, God gonna heal my steps. Please. Craig Mack is a legend. And to find out, really, when I think of artists who've passed away from AIDS, it's like Eazy-E comes to mind. And that's it for me. I don't know if there's someone else. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, for that to come out now, to be like, oh, Craig Mack passed from that. And he had I think he had a wife when he passed away. And she was his second or third wife. So I don't know if that was to protect the family from whatever, but I was blown away when I read that story. They're like, it's come to light that Craig Mack actually passed away from HIV and AIDS complications was bonkers to me. I'd like to have an open invitation for Isaiah Thomas to bring your ass on the show. I had an open invitation for Sir Mix-a-Lot. Bring your ass on the show. Macklemore, bring your ass on the show. We right here in the Pacific Northwest. Y'all come on down here and let's shoot the shit. Talk to your boy. Let's break this internet. Let's get it. Sean Kemp, you around here? What's up? Rain Man, bring a blunt from your dispensary and let's sit down and chop it up, man. Y'all come on through. And that's what's really real.
I was on one of your clips that just got uploaded, and I read a funny interaction between some of your fans. Gervy Music said, need you in Seattle, crying emoji, praying hands. Then a Shaniqua chimed in and said, isn't he based in Tacoma? And then another Shaniqua said, yeah, he is. And then Shaniqua answered back, like, if you don't take your ass down the street to his spot. I just thought that was
That's hilarious. Two Shaniquas arguing.
Two Shaniquas. No. Other, yeah.
Yeah, two Shaniquas setting this record straight.
Right.
Is amazing.
You don't take your ass down the street. Hilarious.
Come catch us. You know, we working hard, man. We're sacrificing a lot to make sure that we can be in a market near you. And we're working hard. The shows are great. Everyone is doing their thing. As far as what's happening on stage, it's a very funny show. It is much more than just me on stage. It is much more than just crowd work on stage. It is much more than just material on stage. It's a wonderful show. And I'm saying this objectively, it's one of the hottest shows in America. And if it's hot in America, then it's one of the hottest shows on the planet. So you deserve to laugh this hard. Come on down and catch us live somewhere. Catch a show. Stay tuned for the Gary and Nate show. Stay tuned for more stuff from me here. Stay tuned for more, just more. We got so much more stuff coming because I'm working my people to death. Working them to death. Y'all be blessed. Peace.